father and a son backpacking.
Yes.
For 2 nights. This weekend, brought to you by father and son. Alright.
Yes, very specific.
Normally I do the trail registration, but it's a little infested.
Yeah.
I good. We here. We'd be back later.
I'm good too.
Alright. On to the trail. First water crossing, T-minus 10 seconds. So glad I was prepared to do a water crossing. You know, I didn't want to get my shoes soaked right at the beginning of the hike. Really glad. Wait a minute. No, I think I'd have been good. I think we could have managed.
A lot of butterflies here. So, what's interesting about butterflies? You know when a butterfly flies in somebody's finger? They're actually only doing it to taste your finger.
Yeah, well, hopefully that is not a sign of things to come. So,
sign of what?
Things to come. Water scarcity is something that scares me. All right. Anyway, we at least have some water. 6 3/4 liters to start with. So. Took a little break on trail to put the shoes on, because apparently my left foot was feeling a little weak with 0 sandals on hiking. Also have a bit of a heavier load in a brand new pack, but I wanted to try the new pack, so I took it despite the heavier load. Probably pushing close to 30 pounds right now between adding the shoes and putting all the food back in, so that Owen wouldn't have super heavy pack, because I weighed him just before we left and this was sitting pretty close to 25 and his was sitting at like 27. So this should be 27 with the food, and then plus the shoes be somewhere just shy of 28, I guess. So definitely not great, but the load's only going to get lighter as water's consumed, food's consumed, yada yada yada. So, but got the 2-man tarp in there. We're doing 2 nights and I've got food for 2 in there, so it adds up quick. And we're doing a dry camp tonight, so I've got 2 liters. Owen's got 4 plus a 750 milliliter water bottle, so he's got the heavy water carry, I've got the heavy food carry. Make it even. So we were at the water crossing earlier. No one goes, pretty sure fire's just hot gas. So I said, huh, that means I shoot fire out my butt. Well, this whole hike I've been shooting fire out my butt. I really feel bad for anyone hiking behind. Oh, oops. Well, he's young, he can handle it. Actually, Owen's hurting a little bit, but figured Father's Day weekend I was going to take a hiking trip, might as well do it as a father. And last time I took a kiddo out, it was Foster by himself, so this time it's just me and Owen. And Foster gets mommy time, which he loves, so they'll both be happy, hopefully. Anyway, we'll take a break here in a second when we get to the intersection. Not far off from where we'd be camping. I don't know if we're going to be lucky enough to find any edible ones, but these are definitely blueberry bushes. And they have blueberries on them, just not fully developed yet. Well, we'll keep an eye out. Alright, well, we made it to camp. And camp, for once, I always stop here, never camped here. For those of you that remember, camp comes with a view, unfortunately. It's not the best view today. I wonder if that's smoky smoke still, or something else.
The smoke from Canada, I'm pretty sure. Won't miss.
It could be.
Clouds. It might be the smoke from Canada.
Alright, what do you say? Hey, yo!
Hey, yo, we outside.
We outside! For no particular reason. Bing bong! Home sweet home for the night. Not a super great pitch, but yeah, it'll do. Give us a nice little view ski out the front. I think I would have been better off using this pole in the middle. And I might swap them out. We got chicken tacos next to the fire. Mini bell peppers being the fresh food / taco toppings. Some sharp cheddar because it doesn't have to be refrigerated. And some street taco shells. Get rid of the heavy dinner that doesn't require water because we have a dry camp tonight. Dry camp with a hazy view, but a view nonetheless. Good morning. So obviously we've broken camp, got back on the trail the next day. Didn't really film a whole lot last night after tacos. And you know, just kind of lazily packed camp up this morning. Hit the trail around 9. And as you can see, the trail is very green. It's very green and scratchy. So we're on a section where I almost fell down this hill once, but I was coming the other way, so it's fine.
I can't imagine going downhill.
It's more gooder coming this way. Don't fall down the hill. All right, well, not sure where we're gonna end up tonight. Watch that rock. Yeah. But we'll catch you guys later. So we took a break for some snacks. The trail has been excessively overgrown. Don't throw the rocks down, or there will be no more rock to climb up on top of. It's slowly falling apart, chipping away, as you can see, just down the hill, which we climbed. So we're making our way through. It's definitely tough going on the legs with all the stinging nettle and blackberries, and the blackberries aren't in either. So we're like a week off, maybe 2, of this place being like berrytopia. You know, you just walk and pick, but I would suggest wearing long pants if you do. But yeah, figured I'd update the video since I'm not going to get a whole lot of on-trail action. It is very, very overgrown. Spot the trail. We almost lost it once. That sketchy spot. That was fun. So this is the sort of view. It was a different switchback this was after than I was thinking earlier. But we're going to keep pushing on for water, and hopefully a swimming hole to at least dunk our legs in and relieve them from these god-awful stinging nettles that are all over the trail that have been driving us bonkers. The legs are pretty torn up. Anyway, time to carry on. We're getting ready to climb over Big Bald Knob. So we made it to the intersection of the Hinterspring Trail. The end of where the Wild Oak Trail leverages part of the Bald Ridge Trail, which is part of the Ramsey's Draft circuit that I have a tendency to do. Owen had never been, so he said he wanted to do this hike. Mm-hmm. And yeah, pretty sure he's regretting that now.
No what?
The nettles. Oh, the nettles. I'm gonna go see if that spring I had found on my last hike happens to be running real quick.
If it is.
If it is, we might just get water while we can, because, you know, it's a pretty dry hike, as I found out the first time I did it.
And it's prime.
Oh, and found a little lizard.
That's not a lizard. That's a tadpole with oh, wait. I thought it, yeah, I think it's a tadpole with legs.
So we made it to Hinter Springs. Owen was disappointed. I guess he thought a spring was more than just water coming straight out of the ground.
Man, I thought there was...
But it's a reliable water source. This is the first water we've seen on the trail, aside from, you know, the parking lot. Just leaving the parking lot when we were climbing up. Yeah, I can still see his tail.
Yeah, water is water.
So, we're happy to have water, but we're gonna move on from here and camp somewhere else. I mean, it is nice here. There's plenty of places to set up. Ferns instead of stinging nettles. Hallelujah.
Thank God.
And we got some water on to filter a lazy way via gravity. And you know, wash the legs off real quick in some of the spring water. Some bougie bathing right there for you, hiker trash style. And we'll get cameled up and then get back on the trail and find some place, hopefully with a fishing / swimming hole to camp by. Good morning. So this is what the trail looks like. We've lazied around camp, failed at fishing holes by camp. Had a pretty good night at camp though. Now we've been playing ninja with the stinging nettle along the trail. Like the world's longest game of whack-a-mole. Anyway, figured I'd pop in since I was slacking on getting anything on video this morning, which is okay. Nothing too interesting. Some Lucky Charms oatmeal, some failed fishing, and packing up camp. Getting some fresh water. I did grab an eastern hemlock branch to hike out with and stash my trekking pole in my pack, or on my pack, because I want to try bow drill with this wood again. I made a set on site a few trips back and didn't get it to work, and I wish I'd taken it with me to mess around with again at home. So I figured, why not just kill two birds with one stone. Anyway, we're gonna suffer through this last bit of trail with the stinging nettle. As you can see, it's just surrounding portions of the trail. I did put on my long socks, which helped a little. Alrighty, I gotta hunch down to get here with Owen. So we are just about done with the trail. So I think this is a wrap. The Ramsey's Draft Wilderness. It has been a pain in the legs.
Quite literally.
Yeah, quite literally. That was from me kicking a log with a pine branch sticking out. You know, Owen got bit by a horsefly in his legs.
Like
and
3 times, I'm pretty sure.
not to mention the stinging nettle has been god awful. So I need to invest in a pair of lightweight hiking pants that I can hike in.
To be honest, it was worth it.
Warm weather in. But otherwise, it was a blast. Oh, say hello to Sparky. I found this up on the ridge. I forgot to mention it, and it's been riding there ever since. I keep meaning to put it in the pack, and it just doesn't happen. So now that's its home. So almost back to the truck. Probably going to be a wrap for the video. Just a heads up. So if it is, I'll let this be my outro, because I am just super duper planned out like that. Everything's high quality and you know, highly edited and polished here on Virginia Hiker Trash.